Hello, everyone. Welcome to Day Trade Options. I'm going to do a recap of today's trades, to give you a little bit of insight what I was looking at. And I have not had a red day in a very long time, so knocking on some wood. Let's keep that going. I have had some losses, but I have had some very good days lately, and I'm not gonna lie, it seems to be getting easier, even with some trades that didn't go my way, which TSM was one of them today. I still may be it still may be working out for me. We will see. Um, because I held it overnight. It could be a big loss. It could be a really decent gain. We'll see. So let's get right into today's trades. I'm going to show you the charts that I've already marked up. I actually only made 3 trades today, so kind of made it very easy. TSM was one of the first trades I got in, but I'll wait. I'll hold that one for last because that was the one that I am holding, and I got a little bit crazy with it. Partly because I guess I've been doing so well. I have some conviction, but it may not be it's not a smart trade. I don't typically make these decisions, but today I did. So I'll show you what I did and we'll see what happens tomorrow and I'll let you guys know how well I did. But the last couple of days I've been kind of lazy. I haven't put out videos. Just been hanging with my daughter in the afternoon, just doing some more fun things with the family. So just haven't put out a lot of videos. Sorry about that, guys, but that's just it is what it is. So um, I actually did quite well a few days ago. And last couple of days that I didn't stream, I've had a couple $3,000 days. So I've just been man, I've just been killing it, and it's been crazy easy. Um, Little hairy with some, right? But I'm making smart decisions, getting out. Our traders in the Discord, man, I don't know. I'm elated. The guys and girls in there are just making such, I think, awesome trades. They don't always divulge what they've made, which is perfectly fine, but they tell me percentages, and they had a green day. I think one of the best things I can hear in the Discord is when it's literally 5 minutes. It's like 9:35, and I hear these yoo-hoo-hoos in the background, and I'm out for the day, guys. Good job, everybody. See you tomorrow. That's so awesome, man. You meet your quota in 5 minutes, done. That's what it's all about, man. Don't spend your time sitting in front of the your trading program and trading all day until 4. That is not what you want to do. You want to get in, you want to make your trades, you want to make your profits and move on, man. Go spend time with your family, go work out, go do something productive. That's the goal here. My goal is to not be sitting in front of this computer all day. That's why I pretty much am done trading by 12. So anyone that's planning on joining the server, understand that when I'm done trading, I will help others if you ask me to or whatever. But I typically stop trading when I see that things are going choppy. That it's not smart. We're going to lose money. So I have to make a smart decision to stop. And my decision, um, my decision to stop. One, I've met my quota. Two, I don't think it's smart to continue trading. But if you do, that's on you. And I urge everyone to try to limit the continuing of trading and over trading, because that's the number one thing that will destroy your account. You can be up really good, and then you're like, oh, you get overconfident and you trade some more. Next thing you know, you're about break even. Then you're like, man, I was in profit, so I'm going to take one more trade to get in profit. Now you're at a negative, and then you have a loss on the day. Trust me, I know it. We've all been there. We've all done the same thing. So advice: get in a good trade, get your profit, move on. Do that every single day. You'll build your account, you'll grow your account, and you'll be successful. And then you can scale up and just keep doing the same thing. So what I've been doing lately is scaling up. which has been it's allowing me to. I had a 1,000 a day quota, still my quota. If I meet that, I'm happy to do that every day. That's fine. Um, this is just it's really extra money. I do kind of I trade in the morning, but I have my own business, and I have to run that as well. But I would say, if you have a quota, meet your quota, move on. I've been like tripling my quota here lately, every day. So today I doubled it, and I may give back a whole bunch by tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Probably not the smartest decision to hold TSM overnight, but I did. So anyway, I'm going to get into this trade first in video. What an easy, amazing, amazing, easy trade today, man. So saw this thing hit the 130 level. So you have to trust the levels. You need to have a plan in the way that you trade. My plan is 200 EMA, 20 EMA on a 2-minute time frame. I use my LRC. It's an Anchored LRC strategy. If you don't know what it is, look at all my videos. Use ThinkScript. There's a huge thread on it now. It's incredible, guys. It's so good. It'll change your trading life. It already has some that are in my Discord, and it has changed mine. And I mean, you do need to understand price action to a degree. Price action's not a hard thing to grasp, so don't get like overstressed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you get it, Joe? I hope you got it too, man. It was so beautiful. Um, so anyway, I've rambled enough. I'm going to get right in it. Here's my trades today. I took 10 calls as this candle started shooting up. I missed some of this. I wanted to get it early, but after it had already passed this is a long LRC right here. This is my anchored LRC. It went right through all of it. And when it did, I was like, I've got to get in this. This is looking good. I wanted to see it above 130 today, and my target was going to be 132 and 134. Well, I did, yeah. Oh, you did 20? Yeah, baby. That's awesome. Did you trade the LRC strat or did you just trade level? Um, yeah, congrats. That's awesome. So I was going to take some profit off right at the 132, and it went blasting right through it. So I was like, okay, this thing's powerful. I'm just gonna hold. I did not take off until it hit my long LRC right there. Soon as that candle hit it, and it eventually crossed over to 134, but I took five off. I scaled out five, and then I decided on this big red candle. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna scale out three because I was up right at $1,000, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lock in some profit. A good deal, man. That's awesome. Support resistance. It's a good way to trade it too. Um, and then I held until it got into this chop right here. It kept going above and below, back and forth, the 134, and I noticed that my long LRC kept holding it up, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And usually, once you break away from this side, I'll get a squeeze or a good move. Never really got a big move, so my exit, I'm not mad about it. My exit was good. I scaled out one here, and then I exited the position here and ended up with a 1,010 profit. I don't know how far you took it. If you don't mind, what did you end up profiting on this one, Joe? If you don't mind putting that in. I was just curious how you did you scale out more along the way? Sometimes that hurts me, but that it also helps me, right? Sometimes I look back and go, man, I could have tripled my profit if I didn't scale out. But you know, you could also look at the other way, and I think that's how I protect myself is the other way I would have lost. I could give back to 22. That is so good, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. That is so good. Yep, that's what it's all about right there. Okay, so the next trade I got into, yeah, you're going to be nervous for my TSM trade. I'm nervous for it. We'll see what happens. I've done pretty good, so if I take a loss, I'll be okay, but it'll still frustrate me. But anyway, So here's a out of a kind of a different. This worked out really good for me. This is SPX trade. It took so long. It's kind of weird. DTE ate me up with this trade, and I did buy at the money. I bought two contracts. It was really odd, but it is what it is. Sometimes that happens with options. So I actually relied on the LRC um, solely for this trade. So we had this big push down SPY first thing this morning. Excuse me, I didn't get in any of this, but when it hit my LRC level, I saw it come back up and hold above. Pushed down below, came back above. Went back up a little bit more. And at this point, I was like, if I get another move over this, because I didn't enter on this one, as soon as I get a move above this close, I'm entering. So this is exactly where I entered. Two SPX calls right above this close. As you know, with my trading strategy, I normally want to be above these. But today, I just kind of felt, along with watching my grids and I'm watching everything else that was going on, I noticed there were several other stocks that were already moving above their levels. So I was like, okay, I had a really good conviction that this thing was going to eventually going to go up because all the others started going up prior to SPY. So that's why I try to explain to everyone that trading is not just one thing. You have to be able to pay attention to many stocks that impact each other. If futures that impact, you got to watch Nasdaq, ES, Q, SPY, Tesla, Meta, Apple, all the big boys. You got to watch all the big boys, AVGO, SMH, just to kind of get it, just to really give you conviction. Like, okay, they're all moving. I'm going to give this a shot. So this was a little unorthodox for me. I don't typically trade. I typically would trade here. That would be my entry, which still would have been a great entry, right? But I got this early, which is really weird because look, I only made $1,100 on this trade. That's it. Normally, this feels like it would be about a $1,500, $3,000 trade, but I only made $1,100, which I'm still happy with. I doubled my quota for the day. But here's what I entered to here. I was in drawdown here, but I was not concerned, and I circled it right there because that LRC it was keeping me in, and so I trusted it. Of course, if I got a close and then another close, I would have had to take a loss, and that's fine. I would have been okay with that. Would have been the decision that I made. So, when you're trading, guys, you have to be able to have a rule set, know where your stop out is before you ever get in. And you're going to laugh at me in a minute because I changed my stop out on TSM, and I'll try to explain my silliness. But anyway, I scaled out one once I got this big push up over this LRC. I wanted to lock in some profit, so I did. And then, interestingly enough, I did not take profit here because I was having, hey, what's up, Logomania? I was having a conversation and I think I was in the process of helping some of the other traders in the Discord group. We were talking about another trade, so I was involved with that and I didn't even realize that this had pulled back. Normally on SPX, I would have exited on this two reds in a row, and then waited for the pullback and got back in, but I didn't. So I missed it. By the time I looked up and I was finished, I saw it was already like here. I'm like, well, I'm already at my 20, so I'm gonna give my 20 EMA the shot to keep me from, giving back too much. Well, it worked out just great. This went straight up. I almost took profit here, but I didn't. I was like, well, I've already given it this much. Let's see if we can get through this level. And then this is going to make you guys probably chuckle a little, but this became kind of a corny thing, right? I was at like $950 this entire time. And this is where like DTE was messing with me. So I was sitting at like 950 to go to 940, came down to like 870, came all the way down to 720 right here or whatever. And I was like, I just want to get $1,000 out of this. I don't want to get out without getting $1,000, which is the stupidest way to trade. And I know it was corny, uh, but I did it, and I finally got this. I finally got this push off the 20 again, and I took profit. And believe it or not, I only made $1,100 on that. That this is a big move, and I only made $1,100. So I don't know what was going on with the contracts today, but anyway, and then we were laughing because we were talking to yes, it was. We were talking about it in Discord, and I was just like, why am I so? I'm like, I want it to be over $1,000, and so I would literally get to like 970, 980, and I'm like, yeah, okay, here I'm about to take profit, and it would drop back down, and I'm like, okay, you got to be kidding me. And then I finally went up to here and got $1,100. So yeah, I know if you know me and have followed me long enough, that is not normally me. It was kind of a weird. I don't know. Maybe I was just off today. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep. I have no idea what it was, but I was. It was kind of a rare moment for me. But I was just like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get $1,000 out of this thing, and I actually ended up getting it. Thank goodness, because I almost gave back 300, almost 300 at this point right here. So anyway, wasn't moving up fast, but it sure as heck was moving down fast. You know how that goes, right? I'm sure you guys have seen that plenty, especially with SPX. Okay, here's the one where everyone can just go ahead and this is going to stress you out. We're going to see what happens. The interesting thing is at the end of the day, I was up $625, but I just hope nothing newsworthy destroys my trade. Okay, so when this started out, this looked really good. I ignored my rules and decided to tell everyone that, hey, I would get out if I were you, which they did. Um, a few of the guys said, "Yep, I took a small loss, but they got out." A couple took a profit. They got out real early and actually got out at the top. But for me, I decided I was going to let this level be my exit. And then as the day went on, I went back. I did some longer analysis. I know that 207, 208 has been a beast for TSM. And typically, when it pushes off of this, you end up getting up to the 212 level. If you guys don't have that on your charts, you should. But um, so I am in a lot. I'm in 40 calls on this bad boy. 40 calls at the money. So I got in 10 here. I was in profit here. I waited. It pulled back. It started pushing back up. I got in 5 more. It started going down. Okay, I was like, oh crap. Okay, I'm in drawdown. I'm gonna see what happens in here, guys. I'm willing to take the loss here. It pushed up really strong here. I added 5. Got busy. We were talking. We were going over some other trades and had some. I had some other. Yeah, I know. Had some other traders asking me some questions, and hey, what do you think about this? And I was pulling it up and looking at it, and I was like, going over those trades and getting them prepared to make another trade or whatever. And next thing I know, it's all the way down here. I'm like, oh my dear Lord. So I was in pretty good drawdown, as you could tell. But when it hit here, I added 5. I was like, you know what? This is going to be my exit. So I may as well just add in at the bottom. If it goes below, I'm not going to lose a whole lot by adding in right at the bottom. Went up, went up, went up. Then it tricked me. I got this, and I wanted to see structure break above this level. I got it. I probably should have had structure break above that level, but this is the one I keyed on. It was above my cyan. It was above this one. I thought if I get here, this is going to continue. So because I saw this and a big push through the 220 typically gives you, you usually get, um, usually, right? You usually get a continuation. I did not. I added five more there. So then I was like, all right, guys, just ignore me. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to hold this until it breaks below the 207 or at least the long LRC way down here, which means I will be taking a pretty significant loss. And so I held it. It came down. It started waking up. It waked up right here, and I added five more. I was down here. At this point, believe it or not, I was still at a pretty good loss, but not as bad as you think because I kept adding in at the bottoms. I added in five more here. By the end of the day, I was up $625. I do not know where it's going to go now. And I'm in it for a lot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still going to trust my long LRC. They have been absolutely incredible for a longer term hold overnight trade for me. So we'll see. Probably, well, I'm not going to say probably. Stupid mistake to keep doing what I was doing. But we'll see what happens. And I will let you guys know how bad it is or how good it is tomorrow. But anyway, do you guys make any other trades today? It got kind of crappy at the end of the day. After about midday, it was pretty rough. Yeah, I know. I know. It is not, I do not, that is not anything that I would recommend anyone ever consider doing. So far, I've had a pretty good push up. Oh, did you get a Tesla? Okay, let me check. I'll check that out with you real quick. Oh man, what a good move here. You sold your Uranus. My gold and my silver are running. Okay, I haven't messed with the metals or gold and silver. I'll have to start checking into that. I haven't really put the time and effort into it, Logomania. I need to maybe take a look at that. You have pretty good price action. Do you typically hold or swing trade it, or do you trade it intraday? My wife made me a Cracker Barrel. Man, these are fire. If you, well, my daughter named it a Cracker Barrel. I don't even know if it has a real name. So it's Fireball, spiced rum, and Dr. Pepper or cola or Coke. Day? What are you saying day for, Joe? I was asking Logomania if he trades intraday or what does he trade the gold and silver? Where I think yeah, I know that you trade kind of like I do, right? You get your moves and get out. But yeah, I don't know if you did you get it here? Long trades. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. If you haven't, Logomania, yeah. If you haven't tried the long LRC for swing trading, man, you need to give it a shot. Oh, cool. I hope so. Look forward to talking with you. Man, the long LRC has been incredible. The, my problem is I only have so much time in a day, right, to focus on it, and you have to find when it's happening. And that's the good thing about having a Discord community. Man, they've helped me out so much because everybody just tells you, says, "Hey, check this out. Look what is happening here." And it just helps us to make there's days when I'm not even looking at a stock and there's a couple gentlemen in there that they're just really good at like news and covering certain things, and they're like, hey, I'm watching this, I'll pull it up. I'm like, oh, absolutely, yeah, that's spot on. And we get in it, and it's just like money. Oh, good, 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 good. Paper trading is paper trading makes it look different than what it should. So be careful with that. You always profit way more paper trading than you do real trading. Um, but the premise is there, right? I don't know if you've ever heard my advice to paper trading. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at that. SMCI looked pretty good today. Yeah, it had new earnings, didn't it? We'll take a look at that in a second. So Logomania, and this isn't. I don't mean to come off as like someone that knows more than anyone. Don't, so please don't take it that way. I'm no guru whatsoever. But if I can offer advice and it help someone, just be careful with paper trading. And what I tell people to do, because I learned this over several years of messing around, what I do is I just write down, instead of, you can use it and trade, but you're never getting the same thing you would get when you're trading live. Never. It's not even close. I can literally make 10 grand every single day trading paper without even hesitation. It's that crazy. It's truly that bad. So what I would suggest you trying, if you want to attempt it, is you can just use live trading, but just don't trade. Just use live trading and write down when you are in your bid ask, right? So let me go to my bid ask. So for instance, don't worry about all this mess, but like for instance, say you are in um say that you are looking at your, I don't know how you trade yours, but say you're looking at your, I use my active trader, right? And what I like to do when I was practicing trading, I realized right away that paper trading is garbage. It's garbage. So what you should do is, when you see something you're ready to get into, you want to hit buy bid, because of course that's going to be your I'm sorry, buy ask. Buy ask is your worst case scenario, right? And then you want to sell bid. So all I would do is I would take my journal, I'd have a notepad, and I would highlight this, and let's just say it says 0.05. I go 0.05, times say 10. And then then you just let it go, and when you're ready to sell, you go to sell bid. That's going to be your worst case scenario, and I write down, okay, I sold at sell bid. And that gives you your most accurate, not exact, but it will get you pretty close to what you're um, really going to make. So I would, just be careful with letting, it looks like you already know that paper's a farce, but you can trade it and use it as a guide. Like, okay, I'm getting in here, these are my targets, and use it. Just don't think about your profit as what it really will be. Just think about your trade as it was a good trade, right? You had a good prosperous trade. It doesn't matter how much you profited, but you actually got from point A to point B, you hit your target level and you did it. That's what you want to really focus on. And that's what we do every day. We hit our targets a lot. Sometimes it doesn't go, but um, Tesla. I wanted to get with Joe. Let's see. Tesla, when did you trade? Did you get it from down here up? Joe? I wish we didn't have such a delay. Is there a way for me to fix the delay on YouTube? I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, yeah, it's truly not even close, man. Logo. Yeah, yeah, I know. I could absolutely just rake in on paper. It's so crazy. Oh, you did. You got down here. That's fantastic, man. Um, and this is where, like, the LRCs, if you're not using them, you really should use them in with your trading. Even if you don't want to use them as entries, use them as guides, use them as targets. as well, because you can actually watch price action and what happens, especially if you have this happen like this. It pushes up, comes back down to it, and you see this buying pressure pop that candle up. Man, that's your entry right there all day long. Bam. That's what we get in, and in our Discord. I'll be like, hey guys, watch what's happening here. If we get a green and then a green over green, I'm getting in. And that's how we trade live every day. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. And bam, I'll take some profit off. Bam, take some profit off. Bam, take profit off. All the way to our target level, 362 out. And just call it a day. And sometimes it'll move past your target. That's okay. A lot of times, like, if it moves past your target, what we do, or the way I trade, is I'll say, okay, I've exited everything right here. If we get above, I want to move above. I want a clean break, a retest, and then a move up for me to re-enter for continuation. Otherwise, as you guys well know, these can be traps, and they're good at trapping you. So you got to be careful with that. And we call that out in the Discord every single day. It's something that I think everybody that's trading, when we're trading together, we're very well aware of what's coming. Buy, ask, and sell bid. Yep. That's the way to figure your best. At least that'll give you your closest to what you really will get, right? And then you just add it up. But yeah. I mean, Tesla. Wow, what a crazy move. I thought Tesla was going to have continuation, but it dumped today. Pretty wild. Let me check out SMCI. We were talking about SMCI in the chat today, but I just did not. I guess I wasn't feeling it. I think it moved pretty good. Oh yeah, it moved real good. Dang, what a good day. So I had 39, I had 4107, but as you know, it's a level. What's interesting is my long LRCs are freaking amazing. That's what you got to do. And if you don't know how to do the long LRCs, I'm going to have a live session with everybody, members, non-members, everyone's free to join. I just have to have a moment to set it up and let everyone know it's going to happen. And that way we can come in, and I'm going to do support resistant level training, I guess. Some people have been asking for that a lot, how I draw my horizontals. And which it's really easy, but I know that there's a lot of new traders that just don't, they don't know yet, just like all of us when we started out. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to also go over, the long LRC thoroughly. Yeah, man, oh, cool. Yeah, the long LRC is, it's, I mean, the Anchored LRC is amazing. It amazes me every single day. It still does. I've been trading it for a year now. It has changed my life as far as trading, but it doesn't just stand alone, guys. I use it with many things. My grids. I watch a lot of other things, price action. I do use these two MAs, knowing that they're not necessarily the end all be all, but I just use them as guides. And then your support resistance levels in the long LRC. So it's pretty simple. If you keep it simple, you'll be successful as long as you have good risk management. I think ultimately that's the key in trading, and a lot of people, they miss out on that, or they just get into a point, where they're trying to trade specific indicators that tell them, hey, get in here, hey, exit here. I don't think those will ever work consistently long term. You'll catch them working every now and then, or this is my experience was, I would try one out and I'd have like 2 days of, oh wow, man, this thing's good. It gives me an arrow. I get in, I make a profit. But then the next 6 days in a row were all losses. And I'm like, why? What's going on? Well, it was giving me an arrow right here to get in calls right into my level. and then it would reject and I'd fail it and I'd take a loss. But anyway, rambling. Hey guys, I hope you guys, I look forward to meeting both of you guys eventually. You know, it's if you're not, and this is for all the other people watching, if you're interested, I do have a Discord channel. You can come in. We have a free area and we have a paid area. The paid area, we do live trading every day together, and the free area is getting quite busy. There's a lot of guys in there now. They're putting in good information. They're showing their trades and they're actually killing it as well. So if you're not interested in a paid membership and trading live, you're welcome to come in and be a part of the community anyway. Ask questions. I'm always there to answer questions, whether it's member, non-member, it doesn't matter. So you guys can join the Discord. The link will be in the description down below. And if you don't mind, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to get to bed, and I really appreciate it. I will see you on the next video. You guys have a great night.